The following contest scheduled for one fall is for Kamya's Film Fights! This is Kamya's Film Fights,
I just want to give a hot take.
a debate concept show where Kamya invites some of her argumental friends
I did actually prepare it.
and industry insiders to argue for or against a film topic with great passion.
हम भूखे नंगे आर्टिस्ट लोग को दो थोड़ा पैसा.
Even if they don't quite agree with their given position.
अबे चल चल यार, ये मैं नहीं कर रहा. चलो यार.
Hello, namaste, adab, what up? I'm Kamya and this is Film Fights. Okay, cool. Today we are debating independent cinema, where our debate statement is: do independent films have a branding problem or a funding problem? Our two teams are Samiha and Abbas. They are on the branding camp, and we have Kumar and we have Shantanu, and they're going to be on the funding camp. What do you guys want to call yourselves?
So we are Indie Bhindi Collective.
Sound like a fake name.
Like they made it up 5 minutes back. Yeah.
Real ID say, oh, I guess. What about you guys?
Go for it. This is पैसा है पैसा ये पैसा.
पैसा ये पैसा है पैसा
ये पैसा है.
Ooh, a
It has a-
soundtrack.
Soundtrack
ring
and
to it.
everything.
I'm like,
There's a step also if you want.
clearly gone into this. I appreciate it.
okay, I have a question and it's open to everyone. Actually, it's a game. It's a game. You have to play it, okay? Okay, so I want you to imagine a conversation or remember a conversation with a mainstream producer and think about all the creative ways they have referenced independent films in the past. I'll give you an example. I have actually interacted with a mainstream producer who has called indie films offbeat. I have also heard it being called authentic cinema. Yeah, I just want to know.
Okay, I have one. Alternative cinema.
Yes.
So there was this film that came out, an indie film called The Untitled Karthik Krishnan Project, in which a character has a dialogue where this filmmaker he's playing a producer and he explains this high concept idea of an independent film that he wants to make. So then he responds like, अच्छा तेरे को फेस्टिवल वाला पिक्चर बनाने का है, तो मराठा मंदिर वाला थोड़ी देखने वाला तेरा पिक्चर फेस्टिवल में भेज.
Yeah. I think most conversations are that.
Yeah. I think
Festival वाला
छोटी picture is also like one. हाँ छोटी picture बनाना है देखो हाँ ठीक है कर लेंगे no problem. कितना 7 करोड़ 8 करोड़ है.
Okay, cool. Kumar, you're a national award winning individual. You are also a filmmaker who has earned the Silver Award at Mami in 2023. I've been curious about your journey and I'm curious to learn. Have you noticed anything shifting or changing in the indie film space? And do you think there's a decline in the quality of independent cinema, at least being produced in India?
According to me, again, Indian indie space is not evolving as much as it should be. I feel like the kind of independent films that we are making are very similar to what we were making 10 years ago. So, like, independent scene also has to revolutionize with the changing atmosphere, and it has to, develop a better understanding of visuals, story, etc., which would resonate with the audience eventually. We can't keep referencing the same stuff we had before. Scene-wise, there's just no money that is there.
Sure.
A film like Shape of Momo, I believe it's a great film. It's something I watched in Busan last year. But, I mean, there's no screens that you could possibly go watch it.
2 shows. Yeah.
तो मतलब मैं कितना ही कर लूँ, अगर मेरे पास थिएटर ही नहीं है पास में जाके देखने को, तो मैं कैसे ही देखूँगा?
Yes. Thank you for your illustrious opinion, illustrious panelist. So, Samiha, you got a degree in cultural anthropology. I did not know that was a thing. You've also been a DA for Shakun Batra, and you've directed very many short films, 2 of which have come in Take 10, right?
One.
One is also very many.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Do you think that Indian audiences don't care for festival films?
I don't actually think so. It is the missing link is how a film is reaching an audience. I sometimes find it too easy to blame the audience in a sense that they don't care about the film. It's also about how are we intriguing them, because sometimes I think indie is defined in the wrong way. Exactly what we heard before, like what is the sort of branding of independent cinema. But what I mean is, half of India's regional films are actually independent. We don't have studio systems in Marathi, for example. So a film like Tighi that ran in theatres for 10 weeks should be considered an indie success, where audience did show up because the marketing was done a certain way. Scale and expectation ka ek match hona chahiye, and also there needs to be a middleman machinery for films to actually reach the audience that are willing to meet them.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. How would you define independent cinema?
Because I've worked so close to a studio now and those systems, so anything that does not have a traditional film studio backing or a pre-acquisition from an OTT or a pre-defined module of release should be considered independent, according to me. Sometimes we think independent has to be new producers. Doesn't have to be. It can be somebody who's had 20 years of career, but it's the first film of their company.
Thank you so much. Okay, Abbas, you're a writer-comedian.
Yes.
Professional podcaster with professional opinions.
Very professional. Yes.
And as a fan of Has It Aged Well, I'm personally very happy that you're here. And I also want to know your personal opinion about the topic we have chosen for today.
No, I have many opinions. मैं ऐसे भरा बैठा हूँ. Like, you know, so also I should mention that the other three panelists here are somehow directly involved with film. You guys have either made films or been associated with films. I am more of an armchair critic. Like you said, I am more of a writer. But I think, especially for indie films, that's where the role of the writer, podcaster comes in, because an indie film may not have the resources to blast publicity like an average mainstream film does. So that's where the word of mouth, you know, promotion comes into place. About the topic, I remember the time from 2000 to 2010s, right, early 2010s, where indie and mainstream films coexisted together at the multiplex.
Yep.
The peak, so to speak. We didn't know how bad it was going to get. Now it's either these huge tentpole, massive films with massive stars, or it's a very, very small film which sometimes before I check showtimes, I know that it's on a streaming platform. And on a streaming platform, with all the wonderful things they have done, I still believe on a streaming platform, a film gets lost in the crowd somewhere where you really have to dig it out. A film called Dug Dug was playing in theatres, a film like Agra, a film like Stolen. There is a special feeling when you watch these films in a movie theatre with people. So my thing is not just the indie film, the mid-budget film is also going out of existence.
That's
Professional enough for you?
wow, yeah. I to pehle se said I'm very starstruck right now.
Professionally odd.
Professionally odd, yes.
This is high-minded. It makes sense.
Yeah. So indie bindi is a
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
distraction,
the misdirection.
Shantanu, as a member of the prestigious Shivan family, a prodigious AD filmmaker yourself, what is your opinion of the future of independent cinema?
भारी क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया हमने, but the future I think is bright, because like she also mentioned, I think there is definitely been, like in the last few years, there has been a little bit of a wave in terms of not just specific to India, but a lot more countries getting involved, people who, Southeast Asia generally having more of a voice, and All We Imagine Is Light, all of these are examples. So I think there is a lot more doors opening. There are more avenues to get funding, and there's also stuff like Fable coming out, which is again production wise really massive. It's done on film. We have a great film heritage restoration thing that's happening in India. So all of these devices as well as people are coming together in a way that, yes, it's always going to be a struggle to mount a film, indie or otherwise, but hey कि मतलब थोड़ा जज्बा आ रहा है that little bit of change is coming, voices are being heard, and there is some clout to Indians and the Southeast diaspora in general. So I think it's bright as fuck, honestly. Sorry, can I curse?
You made me hopeful.
Yeah, हो जाएगा.
एंड में सब अच्छा ही होता है.
हाँ, exactly. बस पैसा हो बस.
Okay, cool. I think the problems have been sufficiently diagnosed. We can begin the fight.
Ding ding ding.
Round 1. Win. Panelists are required to present their opening arguments. The winning side gets 20 points.
All right, time for round 1. We're adding a new rule this episode. We're adding a word limit.
How many words?
30, I guess. 30 is fine, right?
कोई ना कोई. No, we were not told.
Okay, cool.
Worst actor of the century. Award goes to. I could actually give you a Batley award at this point.
Accepted, but I was any which way. ठीक है, मैं कर लूँगा तो.
Wait, what is
I'm
it you won a
counting
national
your
award for?
Personal.
I wish, but no.
personal.
So, to quote a previous panelist, try and be short, succinct, and beautiful. Okay, we will start with Indie Windy Collective.
All right, 30 words. Reminds me of the early days of Twitter. Okay. Independent films in our country have a branding problem. Like I mentioned before, somehow, even for trailers, you have those 2 leaves that come in the beginning, and there is a prestigious award title that is supposed to tell us how serious and how important this film is. Forget importance. Tell me what the film is about. Tell me, connect me to the film. As long as the content is good, as long as the story script is good, as long as the acting is good, people don't really care how much money the film was made for. They'll come to the theaters. People like me are there for word of mouth publicity. We'll write glowing reviews if you give us good cinema. So independent cinema in India, if you bring it to the people in a suitable manner, as a famous Hollywood quote goes, if you build it, they will come. Give us good cinema, people will come. So brand it in a way that is appealing to them.
I really love that, but I guess let's fuck the word count.
In 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Samia, you want to follow that?
I did actually prepare a 30.
So now the rule is back. The rule is back. Let's bring it back.
With 2,000 plus films in India made each year, India clearly doesn't have a funding problem. It is an attention problem. It is a my cousin saw this at a festival and thought it was transcendent problem. And the only way to address that problem is better branding.
That was succincter.
I think I have transcended with that opening argument. Okay, you guys want to follow that?
Dramatic pause for thought. Dramatic
I mean, the
pause
most
for thought.
important thing is that branding is not free. So, branding is luxury. If there is no money that is flowing in this extremely exploitative, capitalist-driven market, then how do you expect me to brand my film? There's a dearth of distribution and not branding, is my take.
I loved it for capitalism purposes.
These guys all like remember their shit. I wrote it down. I have a bad memory. So I will read nicely. Okay. Basic idea is पैसा बोलता है. ठीक है, at all times. Like he said, branding के लिए भी पैसे लगेंगे. Picture बनाने के लिए भी पैसे लगेंगे. And in the end of the day, with the market that it is now, pre-sales don't happen. OTTs suck you dry. और they'll be like, आप theatrical करो, उसके बाद देखेंगे अगर आप हम rights लेंगे नहीं लेंगे. Music doesn't sell easily. So you are no longer safe as makers of a film. No matter what, you might risk everything, put all your money in, but it doesn't end up being seen in theaters or it doesn't end up getting any reach. In the end, I would say most films are made to be consumed, to be watched, to be appreciated, may it be indie, festival, niche, whatever. For it to reach there is a go-to theater plan, there is a go-to festival plan. लोग कांस जाएंगे लेकिन डायरेक्टर पहुंच नहीं पा रहा है बिकॉज टिकट के पैसे नहीं है. All of this ends up with money being a major factor. Funding is not only to be seen, it's to be distributed throughout this filmmaking process. And पैसे बोलते हैं भाई, end of the day.
Isn't that the tagline of some OTT?
Give them money. That's what I'm saying. Give money, sponsor it.
Sponsor Kamya's film.
I think, yeah. Yeah, I think I should get +5 for that.
Okay, can I speak? Can I?
Yeah, done.
I must open my mouth and say that we are all winners in the eyes
Oh God, you went for that.
of cinema. That being said, I think I have to award
Opening statements.
Yeah, opening.
Paisa hai.
Because paisa bolta hai and
So you guys suck, we won.
Wow. Okay.
Wow,
And you wonder
okay.
why nobody's paying you.
Round 2. In this round, panelists are invited to defend their opening arguments. 20 points for each convincing argument. 10 points for Masti.
all right. Now that the opening arguments are over, we'll take the scenic route. You just have to expand on your opening arguments. You can make larger points also. And since you guys went first, we'll start with you.
I mean, as I said, branding is a luxury. You do not get branding without any kind of money. We believe that social media and everything has made marketing free. But the idea of marketing inherently is that you pay money to get eyeballs and viewership. Along with that, the dearth of funds that exist in an indie film, it bleeds into every single process that exists. Right from the scripting, wherein the writer is with a jhola moving around, not having money to buy a coffee as well. From there to not having money to buy a camera, from there to not having money to go to a best studio, from there to not having money to even show it to any distributors. After that, the exploitative fees that exist, like we all know of the, I think it's called VPF or something like that, the processing fee that a distribution like a cinema charges, which is 20,000 rupees per screen. So if an indie film wants to do a modest 200 screen, release, that is 40 lakh per week that they are paying just to have their films screened. Not even कुछ guarantee तो कुछ भी नहीं है. मैं तो जम लगा के जितना मार्केटिंग करना है कर लूँगा, लेकिन फिर अगर मेरे पास स्क्रीन्स ही नहीं है तो कौन आके मेरी पिक्चर देखने वाला? So I believe that there is amount of branding that is needed to get eyeballs in today's generation, but that will not lead to any kind of sale, any kind of moving forward for a film unless there is money that is put into the distribution scene. Just to expand a little bit more on that, all the examples that anyone is going to give today, just think about it if they are then funded by a studio to distribute those films.
That was like filmmaker ki atmakatha. I really enjoyed that actually.
There was some masti also that I had to do in this, right?
I don't think you're capable of it, though.
Masti, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a pretty
That was
serious
a
guy.
fairly grim take.
Shirt what पहन के आया हूँ मैं आज. I'm like very much. But basically, just to give it a gist, it's like asking a kid कि तुम्हारे पास वो बढ़िया स्कूल में जाने के पैसे नहीं है, तुम यूनिफॉर्म पहन लो. पैसे स्कूल में जाने के पैसे तो आ जाएंगे. मतलब 3 Idiots is great in essence, but it doesn't work out. स्कूल जाने के लिए यूनिफॉर्म नहीं चाहिए, एडमिशन चाहिए, जिसके लिए पैसे लगते हैं.
So Jhola gets 10. Filmmaker ki atmakatha gets 20. Processing fee and 20K per screen gets another 20 because wow. And 3 Idiots gets 10 and Uniform gets 10. Do you want to follow that?
I will go further into problems that I think indie is facing today and why it is a funding issue. So like I mentioned shortly was pre-sales not happening. And one of the reasons, like before say 2020 tak, you could have a script, you could have a A-lister also attached to the project. You could go ahead and try and pitch and be like, on the basis of this, I want a loan, I want you to come on board and put some money in. And you could use that contract as proof and evidence that, hey, this exists, I want to mount this. And somebody or the other would maybe, hopefully, with a lot of convincing, put the money in. Now, that as a concept has become so constrained, which I think she also touched on, कि इतने सारे picture बन रहे हैं, कि that pre-sale has also become so tight that getting funding has become a struggle. And like, chalo picture bana bhi li, you mounted it, you did everything, you got your post done, sound design, certification, which is another whole process. You did all of that, then you went ahead, you got screens. I'm doing one more. The 20,000 that he said, चलो तुमने वो भी भर लिया, तुमने 200 स्क्रीन भी ले लिए, चलो, you reached it. Dhurandhar came, released. How have they washed away shows like he mentioned, where indie films now have 2 screenings, which most likely are going to be afternoon shows, जहाँ कोई भी यहाँ पे जो भी काम कर रहा है वो तो नहीं जाने वाला है वो इसके लिए. So you are on loss again. You have been outright removed by a film that basically just had more money to spend on distribution, screens, theatre, and outreach across India. Hence, yes, you can make your film, but for it to reach an audience, for it to be seen, appreciated, even if it's a festival run, it needs to have some amount of money poured into it. And by some, I mean quite a bit, because festivals are not cheap. None of them are. Whoever is living in that Lala world, it is not cheap to get. They have producers. उनका काम है ये कि मतलब बैठ के end में decide करो कि okay, how much of this budget of my entire film is going to like appeal for festival circuits, have like travel ready for them, because even there they need to network, meet people who will again give them more money and support so that they can distribute if they want to go for a theatrical. So I am a serious guy actually, so comedy was lost on me for a bit. But yeah, in the end, I will use my same line again, hashtag पैसा बोलता है. But yeah, for the seriousness, I deserve 30,000 points. 30,000 points at least.
Okay, cool. I'm going to score, Shantanu. So, firstly, 20 for dividing it into pre-sale, pre-production, and production. And also, very emotionally being, like very like connecting. Yeah, you feel for the subject. Plus
I
20,
feel for it.
right? Plus 10 for mentioning Dhurandhar and that. Plus 10 for festivals and what happens in the festivals.
Close to 30,000.
Okay, cool. Do you guys want to follow that?
I don't remember a time where any indie film director, producer was satisfied with the amount of money that they were getting. The first person who made an independent film was like, थोड़ा सा पैसा और मिल जाता ना यार, और अच्छी हो जाती पिक्चर, और लोग देख लेते. Okay, trust me, I empathize with you, but I feel like this could have been 1983. We could have been sitting in 1983, 1973, 1993, 2003, and independent filmmakers would always have this complaint. It's not like लोग अनुराग कश्यप पे पैसा फेंक रहे थे, दिवाकर बनर्जी पे पैसा फेंक रहे थे, पर उन्होंने बना ही ना. They became cult hits or whatever. Sure, you can make a argument कि they didn't work then, they got a following, but so much so that DFD now is getting re-released, and today's youngsters are going and watching it again. Okay, it may sound a little harsh, and again I am the armchair critic here, but man, where there's a will, there's a way. Now again, when we say branding, I would like to divorce it a little bit from the corporate meaning of branding. Let's look at the Malayalam film industry in the last 10 to 12 years, okay? Mammootty is seen in an independent Malayalam film and also a mainstream, full-on commercial Malayalam film. There is this beautiful exchange of cast members, crew members, writers, directors who are very effortlessly flowing from indie Malayalam films to mainstream to indie. Everybody seems to be supporting each other. So when that happens, someone like me, this ignorant North Indian guy who did not notice Malayalam cinema so much in the past 10 years, now knows people like Basil Joseph, Mammootty or Tovino Thomas, because they can make a film like a Minnal Murali, which is, again, as compared to a mainstream Hindi film made probably on 1/10 of a budget, but it's a superhero film. They're not blasting it with CGI, they're setting a superhero film in a village, in a Kerala village, and they are impressing me so much. I went to see, the same team has made a film which came out a couple of weeks ago, Ati Radi. Okay, one or two shows, I think, in PVR Kurla for the whole week. I went full house. Now again, you can say, it's a Malayali audience that they're catering to, but they're coming to watch the films, right? These films are then again becoming successes on OTT because they are aware of the work that they have done. And like I said, when a superstar like Mammootty can do a Brahmayugam, again, very low budget, based in one location horror film, there is a film industry in India which is showing you how it can be done, right? So we can take lessons from that and try and replicate it, right? पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है यार, like I said, यार हम 1903 में लुमियर ब्रदर्स के साथ बैठे होते शायद वो भी बोलते हैं यार पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, थोड़ा और मिल जाता तो अच्छा हो जाता. So I don't know, this is a complaint which is very relevant, yes, but it's commonplace for it to be a hindrance to give indie films the order that they deserve.
Like, I'm floored. He said Malu Cinema, and I'm like, yeah.
Hey, we have rebuttal, okay, for that. We have rebuttal.
That's plus 20 for Never Satisfied with Money. Plus 10 for Anurag Kashyap and Devdi. Plus 20 for There's a Malayalam Industry.
Just for acknowledging.
There is.
Just for acknowledging.
There is.
Love this.
Okay, cool. Plus 10 for Mammootty, plus 10 for Milner Mulli, plus 10 for Atiradi, plus 10 for Brahmyugam, and plus
I
10
can
for
name more
Lumia
movies.
Brothers.
Name dropping points. I also know.
Samia, you can go now.
So this is by World Intellectual Property Organization. It's a research done last 3 years. 7,500 plus films in a single country produced. 3 years. So my point is, when you look at an individual film and an individual Jhola filmmaker going door to door, that's the picture that gets painted, unfortunately, for independent cinema in every single debate, right? But when you zoom out and look at industry-wide, where is the money coming from for 7,500 films? Because clearly not even 10% of them are grant films. They are private equity films in India, specifically. Problem is, though, we don't consider marketing as an essential element of filmmaking. We consider an ARRI camera essential element of filmmaking. We consider a certain cast as an essential element of filmmaking, but we don't ever pre-budget marketing. And this idea that money runs out till you reach marketing, that in itself actually needs changing. Second point is, indie cinema in general, not one film, needs rebranding. Because half of India's regional films are indie. To take this example of Tighi, it released during Dhurandhar 2. It did very concentrated niche of 5 cities in Maharashtra. It was in theatres, multiple shows, houseful shows for 10 weeks, that's plus 2 months. Dhurandhar came and went. But Tighi was in theatres. Tighi was in theatres when it got an OTT acquisition too, and it's still doing its festival. It's closing New York Film Festival this year. And this is coming from a practically dead industry that was Marathi film industry 4 years ago. We were struggling really hard, and this really niche nuance relationship drama film, debut director, first film of a production company did it. The ensemble worked. The way they cut their trailers worked. The way their poster placements worked. They increased the posters 4 weeks into the release of the film because it was getting this kind of response also. Now if I were to compare, I have shown my own mother, avid watcher, a trailer for Tighi versus, no hate here, but a trailer for Jugnuma, which is an inviting trailer that makes her curious about the film versus which is a trailer that makes her small, that it's a film that I'm not going to understand. That's the kind of rebranding we're talking about, where indie cinema doesn't necessarily have to be festival films that are difficult to understand, that is unfortunately branded boring. The same film could use 2 different trailers, one for festival, one for theatrical, and perhaps the things would change. I was reading one of the interviews of Shiladitya Bora, the guy who owns Platoon Films. He has a claim that he has distributed over 30 plus, if I'm not wrong, at least 20 plus indie films in theatres, and he has not lost money even once. And that's because he's not a filmmaker. There is a different machinery required. A filmmaker becoming the exhibitioner, the filmmaker becoming the marketer, the filmmaker becoming the distributor is in fact the problem. I'm not saying it's a responsibility of a single filmmaker who's gotten very little money to go all the way. But I'm also saying the bigger systemic problem is also this machinery being missing.
You know, I felt like I was reading an article while I was hearing you speak. It was so
0 points for fun.
Yeah.
They have lost fun points.
Very well researched.
Yeah, very well researched.
Prepared.
Very well researched.
boring now. World IPO numbers के लिए plus 20, plus 10 for private equity films, plus 20 for indie cinema needs rebranding, plus 20 for Tighi and plus 20 for Jugnuma comparison, plus 20 for distribution systematic problem and the THR point. I'm really loving the commitment and the creativity, and I don't know, I'm just
No, but we were
I'm
very
vibing.
respectful, like we weren't jumping at each other, being like, "Nahi, tu galat bol."
Dude, it'll be so hilarious if this is a boring episode. Like you're saying, indie films need to be rebranded.
Respectful like that.
I don't, but maybe the audience likes. अबे चल यार ये मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ चलो यार
मैं जा रही हूँ.
यार तुमने मेरा झोला देखा है
हिंदी फिल्म में को रोटी मिलेगी.
Shraddha, can you tell us the score?
Alright, Paisa Hai Paisa Ye Paisa is at 150.
Whoa!
Money.
Let's go!
Money.
And Indie Windy Collective is at 210.
This is literally the 50 points for the 5 films that they named. I want my 10 points back for Jugnuma. I want to make a case.
Yeah.
I called it Fable, which was what it originally was
Is-
named.
Yeah, but nobody cares what it originally was. It's a recognizable.
It was there in festival run as an indie film.
Please stop haggling for points. I have given you an additional 10 for Fable. Please let it be on the record.
For the fact that I had to remind
10
you.
only 10.
Round 3. In this round, each team cross questions the other.
Okay, they say that diamonds are made under pressure and so is independent cinema. But then there are also those people that think that diamonds are the most useless things.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
So round 3 is basically about proving what is a useful point and what is not a useful point. And you guys started last time, so we'll start with you.
Couple of points I wanted to pick up at is one was branding is luxury. It's essential. Films are made for people, and marketing should be part of any film's budget, no matter how small the budget. Second point was films are not essentially only meant for screens. When we're talking about distribution, we're only talking about releasing it in theaters, and we're not talking about any other inventive formats of potentially releasing the film. There have been cases where people have taken money for Google Drive links that expire in 48 hours and sold the film for 99 cents. We as a country just don't yet have access to those models or are not trying in multiple different variants. Third was this studio has eventually come on board as distributor for indie films model. That's a worldwide model. Any indie film that gets successful in a festival, they go to the festival to find the right distributors. Whether it's international distributors or a studio in India, shouldn't really matter. Even PVR had a program a couple of years back. Even PVR was actually present right now in Cannes to scout for independent films that they want to bring to India. So whether it's studios or mega distributors, that doesn't change really the indie status. Why I think it's still a marketing and branding problem is how is your film positioned to even get that studio on board in the first place, and that in itself will require a certain sense of marketing and branding for the film. Finally, this idea that we are short of money, honestly, having worked so close to a commercial, very bang-on commercial setup, I tell you that even there, every single person is crying about money. Every last person is not satisfied with the final budget of the film. The Shiladitya Bora thing that I mentioned, that article talks about certain numbers that we don't really sometimes reveal or like don't know, where he said that if your trailer reaches 10 lakh people and you convert 1 lakh people from this pool, if you can sell 1 lakh tickets in India right now at the lowest possible margins, that 3 crores net profit by theatrical alone. I will not, as an individual filmmaker, will have the first 40 lakh to push the film. But the producer / distributor I'm onboarding, which is a normal part of the system, ideally should. It's not a 1 film game, it never will be. It is a 7 film slate game. It's about what needs to change for 100 films to get noticed. And for that to change, it's never going to be funding, because if you're talking about 7,500 films, there is funding in India on an overarching basis. But if 750 of those films need to be noticed, there needs to be marketing and branding machinery employed industry-wide in India, and that essentially becomes the base problem. So it is a chicken and egg situation, but I would frame it in this way, okay, that funding doesn't come in because ROI is not guaranteed by an Indian film. ROI is not guaranteed by an Indian film because there is no machinery to reach a market. And more money will not be invested in marketing until you have some way of figuring out your ROI. So that's where the circle becomes, and I think honestly the biggest pain point of this circle is marketing.
Samia, do you do this professionally?
Yeah, we'll also rebut. Yeah, aane to do.
Yeah. Okay. So essential, marketing budget being essential gets 20. 10 for Google Drive links, that was crazy. PVR as a reference in Cannes, that gets 10. The numbers comment about 10 lakh, your trailer, wow, I did. Finally, the ender, which is that it's a 7 slate game and that also gets a 20, and ROI gets 10. Yeah. What was that?
He's gone on to his second
page as
Yeah, he's gone to second page.
How crazy. Abbas, you want to follow that?
I just want to give a hot take, okay? For good art to thrive, wealthy people need to be connoisseurs of art so that they put money in good art, okay? पीछे चले जाओ, French painters, the Renaissance painters were bankrolled by these wealthy millionaires so that they could make good art, okay? And there needs to be a sense in these wealthy people, there needs to be a sense of जो होगा देखा जाएगा. Like we're willing to put in money, मिला तो मिला, नहीं मिला तो डूब गया. At least we got some good art out of it, okay? Now back in the 2000s, guys like Pritish Nandi or Ronnie Screwvala were willing to do that. I'm just sorry that today's billionaires don't have good taste. I feel sorry for you guys without naming names. Today's billionaires probably are known for garish weddings. I don't know, but they don't really put money where good art is. So
In fact, cut funding from festivals.
And this is not just a local problem. I mean, there are American billionaires also who are very, let's just say again, their threshold for good art isn't exactly where it should be. Okay, that's one point. A small second point, and this is not so much a rebuttal, but a general sort of expansion of like what she said, that indie cinema in India needs rebranding. Independent क्या होता है? आज़ाद. आज़ाद कौन होता है? जिसपे कोई कब्जा ना हो. ठीक है? The rebranding of independent cinema only will happen when the censor board does not stop cutting every single thing that has to come through our screens. Okay, independent cinema has to have a identity where you give filmmakers the freedom to take on topics which are not very regularly dealt with in our society or cinema. When that becomes the identity of independent cinema, anybody, because the things are so bad right now, anybody who wants an alternative to mainstream cinema, any kind of alternative, will get attracted towards that.
Launch होने के पहले ही cancel करवा दिया. Wow! Enjoyed.
But I love the points you've spoken like in favor of us.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
honestly mostly in favor of us.
It's so good.
आज के बिलियनर क्या कर रहे हैं?
कोई है ही नहीं, पैसा ही नहीं
पैसे
है.
फेंको is what.
तभी तो बनेगा, guys.
Correct. I agree with
Need
you.
it.
100%.
All the billionaires watching,
Yeah.
all the, you know your names, guys. We don't have to take your names. Please fund us.
Okay, cool. So Abbas, I'm going to give patronage 20. Give your billionaire example plus 30 because that tickled me a lot. And also plus 20 for the Azadi and the censorship point. That was too good. I'm also going to give you guys plus 10 for the Pesi. 20. No, it is 10. 10 for Masti. Alright, do you guys want to...
Firstly, I would like to say that crying about money that we've been talking about since ages, inflation पकड़ लेता है 7%. ठीक है, मिनिमम ईयर ऑन ईयर. उसको अगर हम काउंट कर ले और आज का इंडी फिल्म का अगर हम बजट देखें तो हम कितने कम पैसे पे काम कर रहे हैं. There is not less money, there is reducing money that is happening every single year. Another point that Samia brought up, saying that 1 crore रुपए हम कहीं से भी उठा लेंगे, उसमें 10% हम रख देंगे. Let's name some films that have been made in 1 crore. Indie films. तुम्हें फिल्म तो एक क्वालिटी की फिल्म तो बनानी ही पड़ेगी ना. So I'm saying not only 1 crore rupee, the indie film budget is going way below that, and it's leaving no headroom for us to do anything except shoot and make that film happen. We spoke about Tiggy a lot. I would like to just say that Tiggy again is funded by, it's distributed by a very big distributor that exists in Marathi cinema. Along with that, Maharashtra has a law that Marathi films have to be given screens in Maharashtra. And if that doesn't happen, and these are, I'm guessing every theatre has to give Marathi films a screen, which also happens in a few other states as well. We also spoke about the Malayalam cinema, okay? The Minnal Murli and the other films that we spoke about. Let's talk about the prices of tickets that exist over there, okay? I went to Kerala, I was living over there last month in December for last year for a month, and I went to this, it was a small town called Chalakudi. I went to a really small theatre over there on a Saturday night, watching that extremely violent film that had come out recently. Lucifer नाम था या ऐसा कुछ तो नाम था उसका.
Might have been Lucifer.
But the point is that Friday night, Saturday night, even weekdays, the night plan is going to the theatres. And the ticket over there was 120 rupees on a Saturday night. Like this is an 8 p.m. show that we are watching. So there are immense amount of benefits for people to come and watch these films. Let's talk about the marketing of these films. The only way that I have come to know about all these films that we have appreciated in the Malayalam cinema, all of that has been word of mouth. no amount of marketing has reached me from the marketing perspective or branding perspective of it solely. Even Tighi reached to me when Vikramaditya Motwani put up a story about it. And multiple other people after that started putting up a story about it. So is it branding or is it true quality cinema that was made with effort, love and money? The re-releases that we spoke about, the re-releases that are happening right now, those are happening because A, the brand has been built by immense amount of viewership that has happened over the years, which has not been on the patronage platforms, more on the privacy platforms that have happened over the years. And the re-releases have been put in theaters with so much money that is backing those re-releases. Tumbad had the biggest re-release recently, it was supported by Color Yellow Studios. As we spoke about later as well, private equity that exists in India that has already funded so many films. One of the reasons I believe private equity exists is because there's pure love of cinema in India. The amount of money that people have lost in private equity in India has been massive. No other country around the world runs on private equity as much as India does. China also exists a lot on private equity. They have no funding that exists over there. But China has 95,000 screens for the population that they have. India has around 11,000, a little bit ticking lower than that. Screens are being shut down. The amount of opportunities that filmmakers and funders who are putting in private money, the amount of opportunity that they have to get their money back is damn low in India. So even if I brand my film as the biggest shit that exists today, I have no screens to show that film. Let's talk about a few other films that have recently come out and that have not even made a few 100 lakhs to get to a crore mark, and they have been made for much bigger money than that. Any recent indie films that we pick out, the biggest indie film that has come out, All We Imagine Is Light. It has barely touched a crore rupee. We have Sthal over there, which has, again, a Marathi film that has all the backing of a Marathi film. Then we had Stolen couldn't even get a release in the theatres. It had to directly go to the OTTs, which also happened only because there were so many people backing it. Even after Stolen is a brilliantly branded film. If you've seen it, it's amazing. It's like such a high-powered, high-charged thriller that's going on. Let's talk about films that have had immense amount of branding and money and have not still made money. Like distribution money hai, lekin box office ka paisa nahi aa raha. Tu Ya Main. I love that film. The amount of branding that we have seen around that film has been immense. Still, there are not enough people working inside. There's a structural issue that exists. There's an issue that exists with marketing, I agree, and budgeting and branding of the film. But there is an inflow of these tentpole big movies that you spoke about that are taking over the entire cinema landscape. It's killing everything. When there are these tall trees, the weeds can't grow below it because there's no sunlight that's reaching down. So at the end of the day, we are filmmakers who have to now become marketeers, and there are these tall giant buildings that exist which are not letting us grow. So that would be my
Poetic.
final statement.
Poetic.
No, that was so good. What the hell? Plus 20 for inflation is 7%. Plus 10 for Shivamma. Plus 20 for Tighi and the law in Maharashtra point. Plus 20 for prices of tickets in Mallu Cinema actually. Plus 20 for China and the private equity point, plus 10 for All We Imagine, plus 10 for Sthal, plus 10 for Stolen, plus 10 for Tu Ya Main, plus 20 for Word of Mouth and Mallu, and plus 20 for re-releases and Tumbad.
Sick one.
This is not rebut, it's just a point.
Yeah.
So the ticket prices being so cheap down south, that of course I agree with that. Like the ticket prices should come down here as well. But that how is that related to the funding of the indie movies, right? And the word of mouth promotion also, yes. I mean that of course,
But
like I said,
that's the
indie
thing, right?
movie-
Word of mouth in itself is part of marketing. We never said marketing has to be about budget.
But word of mouth is not
Essentially.
marketing at all. It is pure the value that your film brings.
Word of mouth
the oldest
requires a
marketing.
lot of it requires a lot of
Like
marketing.
I would never put out a story because someone tells me to, unless it's like a really good friend.
The amount of requests you get to watch films consistently and then put stories about it. And like sometimes there are good films, so there's a lot of heart that goes into stories. It does require that one person actually sending the film and that's part of marketing.
Yeah, I think there are too many variables for this topic to like.
Yeah, it's quite broad.
It's very broad. Like बहुत सारे factors हैं. He's brought world economics into it as well.
I love it. All right, Shantanu.
First, I think he made a great point for us, which is that yes, people should be throwing money. Who have a lot of money, they should throw money. Another thing I just want to clarify, she's mentioned a lot about how there should be a budget for marketing. And if we go back, you can see the footage. I have specifically mentioned that there needs to be efficient use of funds that need to be put into marketing and post. I'm not going to negate that. That is very important, yes. But it still boils down to there being some cash. What are we defining as indie? He's mentioned some great Malayalam films like Brahmayugam. And I'll go a step further. Brahmayugam had Mammootty, bro. He's like godfather of Malayalam industry. He's also, I want points for Mammootty. Mammootty is more Malayali person only say, okay? But there are other films like Romancham, right? Which doesn't have any star cast, right? But even them, for them also to have reached that level of exponential growth, which is all filmmaking, I would say. Like it is very much like a startup. There's a lot of money put in upfront for a great upside and heavy downside as well, right? So that's a risk that private equity people are willing to take, right? And that's how we as presenters also or filmmakers need to approach them. Because वो क्यों डाल रहे पैसा? हाँ, प्यार है, मोहब्बत है फिल्म के लिए. But there is, in the end of the day, a calculation that's going to take place. Because yes, upside, Romancham, great example, made in like 2 crores, I think, made upwards of 15 crores in box office. Because somebody was willing to go ahead and put the money in, because somebody was willing to like convince them कि भाई इतना अगर आप पैसा डालोगे तो ये होगा. Downside भी बताया, and then they also had a very nice plan, like you said, for distribution, marketing and branding, but that took money. It wasn't like thin air. Graphics were done. Buying your space, ad space was done. Hoardings were created. They brought in international artists for their closing credits and stuff. All that was marketed. All of that took money. When you're talking about something like a Brahmayugam, I don't think that feels very fair because again, very big name attached to it, which is Mammootty. But I'll go a step further. They are also producers on these films. They are waiving their fees as actors so that they can take the blow and still take this chance and make the movie, right? It's not just the actors also, even DOPs over there who are technicians in our world also have stake. For Malayalam industry, it's a very different model. And that model also is not running basis, what do you call it, like लोग आए भाईचारा किया और निकल गए. ऐसा नहीं है, उसमें भी पैसे ही हैं. Everybody, somebody is taking a financial hit. Minnal Murli, same example. Basil Joseph and all, they are also established artists. These are not people who कोई उनको जानता नहीं है. नहीं भाई, सब जानते हैं उनको, and they are mounting films because they are able to take a financial hit for phenomenal upside, which they all are getting, right? It's all still economics in the end of the day. It's not random. Even if you're doing a festival run, you are going there, putting in a lot of money for what? To get distributors on board, to put in more money so that you have more screens, you get visibility, critical acclaim. Maybe I'm not even going into like box office numbers. आप शायद profit ना बनाओ, लेकिन लोग देखे तो बोले कि भाई वाह क्या बनाया आपने. Same thing of like your thing about links. Yes, that also exists. But even there is, like you mentioned, a cost attached to it. Beyond it, even that model will run on money. It's all going to be on economics. It's not going to be independent of it ever.
I very emotionally again.
Yeah, man, I'm really emotional about this, bro. And sorry, one last thing. This is also my masti point. If you say like 1980, I think you mentioned, say अगर कोई रो रहा है कि भाई पैसे काफ़ी नहीं है, maybe there's a reason, right? Maybe there's a reason that everybody is crying about it, and there's merit to the crying. हम भूखे नंगे artist लोग को दो थोड़ा पैसा.
If I had, sure.
Point we are arguing is that कि पैसे ही नहीं है तो हम क्या marketing करेंगे? Branding कैसे करें हम? Nukkad Natak, I missed that point.
Yeah.
I just want to put it.
I just wanted to say in this entire discussion, nobody has brought up Nukkad Natak.
It flopped so hard. It took 2 years for it to come back. And then also like Netflix has bought it on like profit sharing. Are you kidding me? Like you are not making anything on that film. They have bled.
Also, the amount of effort that goes into the marketing of that, I believe that's at least worth 1 crore that has gone into it, which will probably be free for them. Technically, that we count it as free.
Yeah. You have people who come in, like Z comes in to distribute. You would put the money where they have said that okay, allocate for this zone this much money. इसके लिए इतना पोस्टर देगा. ये सब होता है. ये सब होता है. आपने सब किया. पैसे भी फेंके. Finally, it doesn't end up actually showcasing the same way. Like I have attempted this with a film called Cup Kapi, which is fully indie. No, this thing. You are not in any way, unless you have the purchasing power to get that scene, that screen, that show timing, you are nothing. You are countered. They'll tell like हम होर्डिंग लगाएंगे, पोस्टर लगाएंगे, वो सब होगा ये जोन में. आपको 2 दिखेगा. Out of 10 things that are promised, you'll get
My
2.
only thing is that this definition of indie is also unfortunately a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because the moment there is a star attached, even if it's an indie film, you're like, is this really an indie?
Yeah.
Because
Like
my thing is,
A24.
then are we also exactly A24 marketing techniques, right? In general, but their marketing techniques, right, for their first 4 to 5 films, where they did not have the money to put posters and trailers and all of that, they did it with smallest amounts of merch, going to the right music festival, those kinds of approaches also. My problem is we don't have marketeers only like that. We are attempting marketing on our own, which is why I say marketing is an industry-wide problem. Also, this self-fulfilling prophecy problem where we're like, hey, now that there's a big star attached who's waived off his fees, it's not an indie film anymore. Which is the other flip side of that coin is we're only saying the films that lose money are indie.
No, like a model like A24, which has an insane amount of branding, I think a model like that cannot work in India right now because of the tentpole films that are taking over all the spaces. अगर वो purchasing power ही नहीं है तो तुम screens नहीं बना सकते हो. तुम screen नहीं बना सकते हो तो तुम्हारे tentpole films सब ले लेगा तुम्हारा जो है, और उसके बाद जो बचे कुचे the films are there. You do the immense amount of marketing you can, but then you don't have any way to reach.
Right.
And if there was a branding issue, then piracy would not have been on the rise for the smaller independent films because no one's going to be watching it, no one cares about it. But now that there is piracy and people are coming to watch these indie films, that means that there is a brand that is created, there's an audience that exists, but there's no way to reach.
Yeah.
Piracy is the best branding, is what you're saying.
Add to this, Aad as a film, Malayalam film, I don't know if you guys have watched it, cult classic comedy, thrashed at the box office. Nobody watched that movie. It didn't even touch 1 crore. Went to piracy sites, became cult classic. Then it got 2 more films. And in those 2 films, they have all done well. Why? Because now suddenly there's such a cult and there's so much branding, marketing, money being thrown at it that, okay, now this is something of value because, this is such great content.
There was no rebuttal on billionaires don't have good taste now. Just want to point that out.
You want their points?
There is no rebuttal to that point.
Actually, yeah, I will give that 10. Just for reinforcing. I'm giving to Cup Kapi, no?
Okay, fair.
Plus 20 for efficient use of funds, plus 20 for Brahmyugam and Mamuka, plus 10 for Romancham, plus 10 for Cup Kapi. I'm giving Cup Kapi because it is a remake. Plus 20 for startup culture and exponential upside, plus 10 for taking the blow, and a deferred fee, plus 10 for technicians also.
Let's go, technicians!
Yeah.
पैसा है पैसा ये पैसा है पैसा
Hired, yes. पैसा तो नहीं मिल पाएगा लेकिन.
Again, we are willing to take the risk for exponential upside.
Nimisha, can you tell us the score?
Yep. Paisa hai paisa ye paisa is at 440.
Let's go!
Indie Bindi Collective is at 370.
Come back time.
I think you also like mentally and spiritually want to avoid these guys' points. Like, देते हैं ना आर्ट को थोड़ा सा.
I mean, yeah.
Round 4. In this round, rules to win this segment are made up on the spot. The best response wins 20 points.
For this final sudden death segment, all parties have to answer the following question. Okay? If you suddenly had the budget of a mainstream film to make an indie film, what would you do?
I would
filmmaker too,
I would
sadly.
wake up from the dream that I'm living.
ऐसी नींद
Amazing.
कभी सोई नहीं है.
मीठी नींद जो आ रही है मुझे कि मैं सोच रहा हूँ मेरे पास एक
मैं तो actually
मल्टी
चैन की
मिलियन
नींद
डॉलर.
सो पाऊंगी यार, मेरा उल्टा होगा. I would be able to sleep peacefully.
Mine's the exact opposite. Imagine having 1,000 crores on your head and you're like, now I have to execute. I'll be like, मैं सोई ना भाई.
Actually, this question is designed for you guys, right? You were crying throughout the episode. पैसा नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है, पैसा. अब है.
Personal opinion, I don't think it's related to my argument or what I'm saying, but the first thing that I would do is buy a theatre. And then I would, जितने भी पैसे बचे उससे मैं एक film बनाऊंगा. And then eventually I think there's a brand that I would create around the theatre that I can.
What is that?
I-
Tarantino's cinema?
Yeah.
New Beverly, I think it's called.
Ajay Devgan also did. Naika नहीं क्या? Devgan something, yeah.
It's gonna sound a very producery answer, but I do actually work. Recently started new thing trying out as a festival producer. So what I would do immediately is if that said particular film has gotten like that kind of funds, then that means I can sustain my filmmaker for a year. So that means that 1 year is gonna go actually planning for the marketing and festival strategy of the film way early before the film is even made, because now I have the funds to do it. Then secondly, at least that film will be made on the 1/3 of that budget, whichever I'm getting, and the 2/3 will be immediately invested into any other prestige grant winner scripts or 2 more projects that could happen within the same money, and then I can support them. What that does is I end up making 3 films in the budget of 1 film that come sort of one season after another, and statistically slightly higher chances of at least one of them slightly doing better. Also, easier for me to create my brand, being like I'm coming out with 3 films instead of 1. So one can sort of backpipe on the others, essentially. So that will be how I would ideally roll it out.
I'm just going to give that a +30 for a very elaborate plan. That is insane.
I'm evil. I immediately see the plan. I'm just like, give me 50 crores and I'll do this exact thing.
Also, I'm going to give you +10 for the Beverly reference. I'm giving you +20 for theatre.
And Devgan, I want.
All right, fine. +10.
Also, I think make like 7 films. Make like a whole slate of films with this much money, dude. Like 500 CR at least I'm assuming. चलो मिल गया.
हाँ उतना तो
तो बनाओ
50, I'm saying 50 metro इन दोनों का budget दे दो मेरे को.
नहीं ज़्यादा लो.
ज़्यादा लोग
कम में मत करो.
Come now that the sensible answers are done. So I happen to have the privilege of not being a filmmaker or being associated directly with films on this panel. So with that budget, I will host a podcast episode. Okay? I will mount the set equivalent of a Sanjay Leela Bhansali set.
Yeah.
Okay. I will host it. I will call Anurag Kashyap, Shah Rukh Khan, Aditya Dhar, and name your favorite Malayalam film director.
Director. P.C. Joseph.
Let's call Lijo. I'm like, guys, what the is going on? Why are we not making good mainstream films or indie films? Now fight it out among yourselves.
Get distribution guys also there. Be like, तुम इतना dirty काम क्यों कर रहे हो? Why are you so greedy? I give you money.
Yes. And I will give all of them a mic. I'm like, guys, we have to come to a conclusion. And what is a good film? Forget indie, mainstream, whatever. And it'll be a 3-hour podcast and it'll be screened across the country in every theatre. And I will bribe the government to make it mandatory for people to go and watch it.
Tax free.
Jo bhi,
Like the anti-smoking ad.
That is how I will. I'm like, if I don't make films, get the people who are making films and get them to find it.
Done. I'm giving that a +30.
But yeah, Abbas, I feel like that conversation, that 3-hour conversation, is something that I've already heard.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I feel like सब same बातें करेंगे.
Have you seen the movie theatre?
No, but if they're paid, no. Also, I think if they're actually paid for the podcast, they might talk real numbers.
And also, honestly, distributors, bro. I have a
But
get them
they've
together.
Shanti gets +10 for distributors.
So I just had one, like you guys, or everything you guys pointed out, 100% it is a problem. But like if you had to give one-line solutions to that, to start with, what would, like where should one begin?
I believe there is a need for government funding in building theatres.
Okay, you like moving on.
One, yes, theaters, and two, it needs to also fund films. Like generally, filmmaking grants, India is non-existent. Like you really need to struggle to get any kind of funding here, or even if you're doing it like with another country also, it's really weird because when you pitch, say मेरा 5 करोड़ का फिल्म है, लेकिन मैं अभी इटली को इन्वॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, they will say from their end that नहीं ये आप 22 करोड़ का करो, because then only it makes sense for me to enter this game. Then it's like again, where is that purity of okay, maybe this is truly an indie film and it's supposed to be small. You threw money on it, it became shit and it became something else entirely. So that's the balance. But yeah, government funding for films itself, more screens, theaters, and distribution needs to be a lot less greedy and cap your studios. They can't just flatline and whitewash screens and theaters. That needs to stop. Like they need to be given one cap, and like how Marathi cinema is doing, let small films run for 2-3 weeks. You have to make it mandatory, so then they'll have a space to be watched at least. And
I would invest a lot in audience research, unbiased audience research, because we are going on hunches a lot as an industry. We don't actually, because it's so linguistically divided, no, our cinema, we don't actually know exactly kaun kidhar dekhega. Also, there's a reason why half of our single screen theaters also get empty when there is no tentpole film coming out. They sometimes even don't have anything to run. So this is actually something very interesting Rana Dugupati had said in one of the podcasts when they did All We Imagine, is where that film's data will support the second film's data, and then that will support the third film's data. Essentially, probably the 10th film can hope for success. But indie का वो data ही नहीं है ना, क्योंकि इतना diversification है. So that would be one, and second would be it's a dream. It's an idealistic anthropology thing coming in here, I understand. But if I had them funds. Cross-language pollination, man. Like Indian language subtitles, multiple dubs available for Marathi and Bengali films as well. Something that really actually helps South Indian cinema quite a bit.
You know, in Malaysia, they have 3 subtitles for every film.
Exactly.
yeah,
So there's a Malay subtitle, there's a Chinese subtitle, and then there's a Tamil subtitle.
You know where it's coming from? One of my film actually screened in Siberia, and we went for that screening, and that festival did the effort of dubbing the film in Russian with local artists there. And I saw my film in Russian for the first time. They'd done valiant effort, those actors, I must say, plus Russian subtitles to watch. And I saw like 400 kids enjoy my film. That's a feeling that's a feeling that no filmmaker can even express in words. But my thing is, that is the only way I can break some sense of geographical barriers. So for Marathi cinema, there are 5 cities. Why?
I also want to add to that, I would also put a little bit of money into audience literacy. I genuinely think as an art student, I think the fact that, I mean, I didn't appreciate it at that time, but there was a media component in this literature course that I was doing. I was just generally exposed to a lot of cinema at that time. If that happens across the board to like school-going children, because there is a lot of invaluable stuff that you get from watching cinema at a very young age. And if you have an audience that's already cinema literate growing up, that is the biggest thing you could do for cinema.
So glad you brought this up. I know we're deviating a little bit, but the film I made was funded by an organization called School Cinema. So they run films across 5,000 schools in India and Gulf. So that's one organization who's doing that, and they get indie filmmakers to make short films for specific topics for the kids. So our topic was toxic masculinity, if you can have it, because they also do festival journey for these films, which is the filmmaker has something to benefit from it, if not for money. And that festival journey led me all the way to Russia at the end of the day. Now, the politics of that country, highly debatable, but Siberian children were cute. And those 400 kids got to watch a Malayalam film, by the way. It's an English Malayalam film that we made. Nishikani. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there are efforts, but again, small pockets.
even like theaters doing these things, like I know this happens in London, where they just have certain like programs that they curate, where they show different kinds of cinema, and it's very low ticket pricing for those specifically. What I think Mami is doing now here as well in Regal and stuff, all of that builds a lot more community, also allows people to get access to these films.
Indian audiences surprise you in those kind of moments. Because I remember, so the Kala Ghoda Festival has a film, like they curate, and those screenings are free. You'll have like old Maharashtrian uncles who you would probably not think that they will come watch a French film or a Chinese film, but they come, they sit, they enjoy, right? And I remember Asghar Farhadi had come as a jury member at one of the Mami years, and he said something
Yeah.
that he's like, India, this film festival he was at Mami. He's like, at Mumbai Film Festival, the first film festival I have seen where people from all walks of life come to watch the film. If I go to a Cannes or a Berlin or whatever, it's only the elite, it's only the film people who are coming to watch the films. Here I see everyone, college students, youngsters, family people, all of them are coming to watch cinema. So like I said, like the audience is there. We somehow are not just doing enough to
Okay, I
cater to
think
them.
we can end the debate here. Nimisha, what's our final score? That was close. That was good. That was close. Thank you, guys. Please enjoy your new jholas.
Yeah.
And ask
Classic.
On brand. On brand. Absolutely on brand as an indie filmmaker.
See my mom carrying it at some point.
Just like that, we've reached the end of another incredible debate. Thank you to our incredible panelists. And thank you, incredible audience, for watching. Please let us know what debate you would like us to cover next.